In spite of the established medical value of marijuana, doctors are presently permitted to prescribe cocaine and morphine, but not marijuana. This is a quote from the Controlled Substance Act of 1970. Marijuana should be legal because it is safe. I have family members who live in California who use medical marijuana on a daily basis. I've seen firsthand how safe the drug really is. As many of you know, California was the first state to adopt medical marijuana policy. I grew up in Northern California, where marijuana is almost part of the local culture. I'm going to show you just a few of the reasons why medical marijuana should be legal. First, it is already available in synthetic form. Second, the side effects are similar, if not less, than most over-the-counter drugs. And third, there have been 0 deaths associated with marijuana. First off, synthetic THC is legal, but its natural form is not. All drugs available in Western medicine are put on a schedule in accordance with their therapeutic value and side effects. Marijuana in its natural form is a Schedule I drug, meaning that according to the schedule, it has no therapeutic value whatsoever. Marinol, which is synthetic THC, a Schedule II drug. If you did not know, THC is what gets a person high. According to the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, otherwise known as NORML, patients report that the use of Marinol actually has more side effects than marijuana in its natural form. So, why is it that a man-made substance that has more side effects than its natural alternative is legal, and marijuana is illegal? How many times have you seen a commercial on TV advertising the newest antidepressant? Along the list of side effects, the last one is usually that it may increase suicide risk. I can confidently say that the effects of marijuana will not increase the risk of suicide. On to my second point. It has similar side effects to many drugs available right now. According to drugscience.org, I quote, "Research has shown that cannabis produces acute side effects that are within the range of side effects tolerated for other medicinal drugs. Acute side effects relate mainly to psychological effects, cognitive impairment, and altered perception and circulation, decreased blood pressure. This drug is no more dangerous than any other over-the-counter medication. In fact, attention has recently been focused on how much Tylenol is a safe amount. It is almost impossible to overdose on marijuana. According to druglibrary.org, a person would have to roughly consume 1/3 of their body weight in marijuana, all in one sitting, to produce a fatal dose. For me, that's 80 pounds of marijuana. This proves that marijuana is one of the safest drugs on the market today. There have been 0 deaths caused by marijuana use. Now that we have defined how much it would take to kill a person from marijuana, it is easy to see why there are no deaths from the medicinal use of marijuana. The opposition to the legalization of marijuana will frequently bring up the issue of how safe it is to drive under the influence of marijuana. According to a recent study done by the UK Transport Research Laboratory, found that a single glass of wine will impair a person's driving ability more than a single marijuana cigarette. Furthermore, they reported that marijuana users were aware of their impairment and drove more cautiously to compensate. Most medicines have the potential to kill you if you're not using them properly. This is not the case with marijuana. There have been no medicinal research describing a marijuana-induced fatality. The government is very hypocritical with their policy on marijuana. It is no more dangerous than any other drug available on the market today, prescription or otherwise. In fact, a person could say that it is safer than most drugs since the death toll associated with its use is 0. More people die every year from taking aspirin than from using marijuana. Legal THC has more side effects than its natural form. In its natural form, its side effects are on par with other medications, if not less. And finally, there have been 0 deaths associated with marijuana use. The these facts have not convinced you of the true nature of marijuana, then I leave you with one last question. God made marijuana. Man made alcohol. Which has killed more people?